guys, Rachel Branke from Fit Legally, and today's everyday athlete tips are going to include a review of the Marc Pro. It's this little green thingy here. It has all sorts of wires, but a little crazy to have on video. I was sent this as a demo unit from the company. I started checking it out on Instagram or their website, and I reached out and just kind of said, hey, I'm interested. Can you send me more info about it? And they actually sent me a demo unit. So I'm super excited to share that with you guys. I do have to send this baby back, unfortunately, but as you guys are going to see at the end of this review, that I'm going to purchase my own. One of the greatest things about this was the timing of when I got it. It was about a month and a half before the Ironman World Championships. And so during the height of training, you guys all understand how important rest days are, right? So often my rest days were relegated to trying to lay on the couch as much as I could, which is extremely hard with 5 kids. But, active recovery is also a big part of what has helped me to stay fresh and to stay active with the kids, involve them on rest days. However, sometimes it just wasn't the case. it was too hot, or it just was not working out for us. And I also travel a lot because in my other life, I am a lawyer, obviously, as I run Fit Legally, but I travel around and I speak a lot. So I end up sitting a lot. I'm very sedentary, and that's no good for muscles. One of the biggest things about recovery is actually activating the muscles instead of just laying on the couch and eating bonbons all day. Not a fan of bonbons, but definitely laying around and eating is at the top of my list of favorite things to do. However, by getting the Marc Pro, I was able to travel with it, nice and compact, as you can see. It has a cord that plugs into charge, and then it can work by itself. And then you have the two, the electro probes, if you will, that goes in here, and then they connect to your body part. There's 4 total, 2 on A, 2 on B, and then you adjust the functions. But super light and easy. See? Sorry guys, Marc Pro, don't watch this because I'm throwing your demo unit around. But light and easy for me, able to travel with, and to be able to use, charges very quickly, good amount of time. One of the great things about it is that you can use it for warm-up. So you can do like a 10-15 minute warm-up of your muscles in the morning. I found myself doing that because before I go to work out in the morning, I like to get some of the top emails and action items off my list on my computer. This allowed for me to be able to do both, to be able to warm up, put it onto the muscles that I know need a bit more warming up, because it activates them and it pulses and it moves them. And then I could do my emails or drink my coffee or whatever I needed to do before I got out the door. And then after the workout, I also could utilize this for just winding down, refreshing, keeping the muscles going, but without me having to exert any more energy. I can do my after workout eating or more emails or whatever it is that I need to do, hang out and snuggle with the babies. I could utilize this, but then also on rest days, I could use this to get the muscles going, because as the muscles are moving, again, I'm not a scientist, but as the muscles are moving, it helps to repair and refresh them and keep things moving through your system. And Marc Pro did that for me without having to exert a lot of energy, because at the height of training, I didn't have a lot of energy. So overall, I definitely am excited about this system. I can't wait to get my own, since I had to send the demo back. But I think my biggest drawback, or only drawback really for this, is that I kind of wish, now follow with me on this because I'm going to discount what I'm going to say. I kind of wish that I could attach it to me so that I could do things around the house while it works, but discounting my own self, it's not going to work if I'm not sitting still so that the muscles can move properly to the system, right, as the system is working. So, I think that was for me, from coming from a background of using other somewhat similar units before. They were smaller and I could travel around with them. However, Marc Pro is definitely different from any TENS units or things like that, is that you don't want to be actively moving around, and that's kind of the whole point. So I guess I should say it's not a drawback, but that was a preconceived idea when I initially got it. I was like, oh man, how am I going to do laundry while I have this on my lower back helping to work things out? Well, I'm supposed to be laying down to use it, and they recommend, they have their website all outlines everything that you need to do and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so that really was my only apprehension when I got it. Again, I love the compactness of it. I can use it for travel. Oh, speaking of travel, as it's sitting in my lap, it has its own little travel bag, which is super fun. You can put all the electrodes and stuff in here, and yeah, there's all sorts of little goodies. I mean, the little Pads come in little bags for you, and you stick them to your body parts. They have a book, which I love this, that it actually has a picture that tells you not to stick it to your boobs or your face, which means that somebody has done it before. So don't do that. Follow the book and don't do that. Why would you stick it to your chest? Whatever. Anyhow, I guess it's a muscle. I guess that's common sense, right? But I don't know. Anyhow, so that's my review, not very eloquently put, but in real fashion about the Marc Pro. Love the system. I'm definitely going to keep using it. I had first heard of it through Andy Potts. So you guys know I went to his camp this summer, and I've been working on a couple other things with him, and so I definitely trust his credibility, and I figure he just had a top 10 finish at Kona. If it works for him, it may not make me faster, but it's definitely helped me to feel more refreshed and ready to go for all the reasons that I mentioned, and I'm excited to keep using it in future seasons. Thanks for listening.